Okay, so I wasn't planning on starting my vlog today, but I figured I would come on really quick and just kind of make an announcement. Today we were state testing. It's Tuesday, the week before you're actually watching this video, before it goes live at least. And during my state testing, I received an email stating that our school is going to go virtual for the remainder of the week. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So as I'm recording this, we are all trying to scramble, getting things ready together to get prepared for virtual learning. I will be home on Wednesday, and then on Thursday and Friday, I will be teaching from here, from school, but still virtual teaching. So this is going to be a little bit of a different vlog. It's not going to be the same that the ones like a normal, typical day that I would have at school, but that's okay because things change. And so in this video, we're going to just talk about adapting and making some of the changes and how do I go from all of a sudden teaching in person to teaching virtually, because it does look quite a bit different. So right now I'm currently, my kids are at special. We had health, so I got my classroom to myself, which is why it's very nice. I am working on brochures for my kids because we're doing presentations. So some kids have chosen to do presentations in person. Others had said that they would be okay doing it virtually. So I'm going to finish off the kids that are doing in-person presentations, and then I have a few that will present tomorrow virtually. So I'm getting her brochure ready to go so that we can hand those out to the kids today. And I'm just trying to figure out what my plans are going to look like. So lots of little changes, but it's going to be all right. So something really exciting has come into the mail, and I figured I would open it here on camera with all of you. Now, spoiler alert, I have actually already seen this, but I figured I bought it, and I thought it would just be cool to finally get it in the mail from Amazon and open it with all of you. So, what do you think it is? I already know what it is. You don't. It's my book. I am so happy that Amazon is finally carrying it. I do really hate that it took so long for us to get Amazon to get it in stock. So many issues with picking up packages and just getting it to where it needed to be. So finally, Amazon is in stock with the book Jumpstart Learning in Your Kids. I wrote it this past summer, and it's really meant to help parents and teachers understand what are some of the things that we can be doing to help encourage our kids to want to learn. How can we jumpstart that learning process, help them become independent and critical thinkers? And so I talk a lot about my own experiences as a mom and as a teacher, and I incorporated a lot of just the fundamentals of here's kind of the basics of what we all need to be doing together as a community to ensure that these kids are really learning the content, and they're starting to love to learn. So very excited about this, guys. I will leave links down in the description box. Thank you, Amazon, for finally getting in stock. So here's today one of virtual learning. I am dressed, ready to go, and in my office, and I have everything set up for this morning. So today is going to be an at-home virtual learning day, and then I have Thursday and Friday, which I will be in my classroom. So I have everything set up. Trent helped me with it a little bit this morning, and I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. To be honest, not much of it has changed since we did virtual learning back in, I want to say it was like early this year. So this is my office area. This is where I record my live chats or I just do work. So we have one desk here, that's Trent's desk. This is the recording filming desk. And then this is my personal desk that's back there. So I'm going to sit here. This is where I'm going to do my teaching from this morning. And normally this is what I use for live chat so that I can be able to see myself and also see the chats that's kind of happening in on YouTube. And we just connected it up to the laptop using this little guy that has multiple connections because this only has 2 USB-C ports. So we have it all connected here. I have my slides ready to go this morning. Gotta love a good like office GIF in the mornings. And then this is gonna be where I see the kids. So I'm just going to use, it's just a Logitech webcam. And yeah, very simple, keeping it easy this morning just cause it's the first day. And to be honest, because it's such last minute type of thing, we really don't know how many kids are really gonna show up. I'm pretty sure that all my kids are gonna show up. I've already been told that I'm having a couple of technology issues this morning. I have one kid who is not gonna be able to make it. Mom has to go and do something, so she might be a little bit later today. It's last minute, I get it. Parents have to kind of scramble to figure out what to do because it's only our school. Everybody else is still, in our district is still teaching at school. So feeling good about having my setup going. Just so that you guys have a reference, I figured I would tell you my schedule. So the way our schedule works is that from 9 to 11:40-ish, we will be doing virtual learning. So we will all be together synchronously on Zoom. I will do my lessons back to back to back. We have morning meeting, ELA, we have math, we have content. And then the kids will have after 11:40 until the end of the day for asynchronous time. I do have office hours from like 2 to 3, so I am available for my students on Zoom. They don't have to come to that. It's only if they want extra help with anything. And then that's really about it. That's kind of the way our day works. It's super rainy outside. It's very icky. It's not a bad day to be at home virtual learning. So overall, feeling pretty good about it. I'm gonna go down, grab a water, and then we're gonna be getting started in a little while. So it's been wild in my house this morning. Like, I am one to really enjoy the quiet in the mornings. Like, I like peace. I like for it to be a slow start. My house in the mornings is not a slow start. This is why I leave so early in the mornings, is so that I can just like avoid the chaos of what is my home. It's fine, all is well. So Blaine is off. I think they just left. I already said goodbye to him. And now it's just Ian. So it's very quiet. I'm sure he's really happy to be home today. Like he always has Wednesdays off. But he got braces yesterday, so I'm sure his mouth is just driving him nuts. So it's a good day for him to be off. And on top of all of this, we're getting a bed delivered because our bed got screwed up. The one that we just got not that long ago. So they're sending us a replacement. And of course it's gonna get delivered today on the day that I'm virtual teaching. We'll see how that all goes. I can only imagine Walter is gonna bark like crazy. So we're gonna look at figurative language today, and we're gonna do some reviews. So you need to have a whiteboard, pencil. Can you guys show it to me? Show it to me, hold it up, show me that you have all the materials that you need for this lesson. Okay? Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we're going to do a very quick review of the different types of figurative language here. All right, so I'm gonna go into presentation mode. You guys see it? Thumbs up? Awesome. So here's the ones that we're going to review today. We have simile, metaphor, onomatopoeias, alliteration, personification, hyperbole, and idiom. So a simile is going to be a comparison of two things using the words like or as. For example, she was as angry as a hornet defending its hives. In this one, we're comparing the girl to the hornet. Okay, so day 1 of 3 is done today. I have to tell you guys, I forget how quick the time goes. And we had some really bad tech issues this morning. So I had kids like at the very start of morning meeting telling me that they couldn't get into certain apps, that they were trying to get into Schoology, that things weren't working for them. And a lot of them were the kids that were either home because they were sick or because they had to leave early on, when was it, Tuesday now? So had to get the tech issues all figured out. And then once I did that, morning meeting was done, I had to jump into ELA. ELA went pretty good. Minus the fact that I didn't feel like I got to finish my lesson in general, because it's about like a 30-ish minute lesson that I'm kind of packing into there. That seems like a lot, but when I feel like when you're on Zoom, and my virtual teachers out there are going to be like, yeah, girl, I totally feel you. I feel like when I'm doing it on Zoom, it like a 10-minute lesson takes 30 minutes on a Zoom lesson. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Like, I'm very curious. For me, maybe it feels that way because I don't do it very often. So I'm just not like a super good pro at it. I don't know. It just took forever. And then I felt like math just wasn't quite clicking with kids. It was just one of those days where I just didn't feel like I was on my A game. But now I've got a day under my belt. That means tomorrow and Friday, I'm going to make the best of it. So I've already been spending a little bit of time working on my slides and kind of tweaking some of the things that I was going to do. So here was kind of what we were going to do today. Today was Math PSSA Day, which is now going to get pushed to Monday. So I did just a quick activity with figurative language, mentioned that to you guys. I was able to pull, Thursday's lesson for math to today because I did have those ready to go. So that worked out wonderful. But we were going to start book clubs. How do you start book clubs? Virtually. So I think I've gotten an idea. It's like a ding, like I got a little light bulb. So I am going to start book clubs. Tomorrow we're going to do an introduction. We're going to have our book tasting. Is going to be fine. I honestly don't think that we're going to be able to do all of them. I think we're going to have 2 introductions to the books and then the other 2 on Friday with their voting. So they will be able to meet with their groups and things like that, either Monday or Tuesday, depending on like PSSA scheduling. I kind of got to look at all of that to figure everything out. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Like I mentioned, it was a little slow moving, but it's fine. It's going to be fine. So I don't teach with slides every single day during my class. When we are in normal class, I don't do slides all the time. So what I did is I took the slides and I'm basically going to edit through them. We did not get to play bingo because of all the issues that we were having. And if you're curious about virtual bingo, I flippin' love it, guys. Let me show it to you. So virtual bingo, literally what I Googled, it's called My Free Bingo Cards. You basically pick out, I always do 1 to 75, classic, 2 medium cards, and then you go to the next step. They give you 30 cards for free. So when I click on that, I hit let's go. And then it gives you a link here. I copy that link and then I will put it into Schoology for my kids to be able to go and click, and it'll pop up one of these cards. Once I'm ready for my kids and they all have their cards ready to go, I will go to call game and then I will just start to call. So I will hit start game and it'll let me call out all of the numbers. What's nice is it'll track all of them for me. Guys, virtual bingo is the best morning meeting game ever. And I give my prizes to my kids once we get back to school. So they love it. So we will play bingo tomorrow. And then we have ELA. So it's not pretty right now. So please don't judge it at all. I was just kind of going in and putting in the shell pieces. So this like whole design piece, FYI, is from my girl, Michelle. I kind of tweaked it and added this little piece here. That's Walter. But everything else, it's blank shells. So then I started kind of going through, we're going to talk about why do we preview books. We're going to talk about their tasks today, and then we're going to go through book selections. So what I'm going to do is have the book on the screen. I'll put the title, I'm going to put the author's name. From there, I am basically going to read each part. So when we do book tastings, I use the book tasting that I have in my book club pack. And it basically just has them really kind of reflect on the book. So they look at the cover and they're going to write something down. I'll read the back of the book and they will write something down, and we'll have discussions about it as we go along to make it a little bit more interactive versus them just sitting there and listening to me. And then I'll read a first couple of pages and then they'll write something down. I think they're gonna like it this way. It's not as fun as when we would do it with like true rotations and I would kind of go all out, which I've definitely done in the past. It's not gonna be as fun, but it's all right. I mean, I think the whole idea of doing a book club, they're very stoked about it. So we're gonna do that. And I'm kind of planning out the remainder of my week. So I took those slides and I just copied them and then I pasted them right at the bottom so that I can get both my slides done for Thursday and for Friday, so that I'm not kind of feeling like I'm planning day by day. Let's cross my fingers. I'm gonna hope to make it the best that I can make it. It's gonna be fine. Amazon just came, so I'm gonna go check out what packages I got. Blaney is getting picked up right now. I think they stopped at the grocery store. Ian's been good all day today. I mean, he's 14 years old. Of course, he's been good. And I think I'm going to take the boys to go and get some clothes. Blaine is like the pickiest, the pickiest person to dress ever. So we're going to go find some shirts for him. Ian needs some pants. So I figured I would take them out since I'm home early and I can, well, like 10-15 minutes early, right, by the time Blaine gets here, but I figured it'd be a good time for me to go ahead and take them out. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I will be back in my classroom teaching virtually, and we'll talk about what my setup's gonna look like there, because it's not gonna be the same thing here, obviously. It'll be the first time that I've ever taught virtually in my classroom. So I'll figure that out. We're just gonna take it day by day, guys. It's all good. I hope you're having a good one. Let me know about your virtual teaching experience. Like, am I weird to think that it takes longer to teach a lesson? I certainly feel like it does. And it could just be that I'm not a professional at teaching virtually, like so many other teachers out there. I've been in person, I haven't really taught a ton of virtual lessons. Anywho, I'm rambling. I'm gonna let you guys go, and then I will see you in the morning. Welcome, everyone. Today too, a virtual learning, but this time in the classroom. I have never taught virtual learning in my classroom before, so I have no idea how my setup is really going to look. However, last night I was really kind of trying to process and think through things because I'm a worrywart. It's just what I am. Got it from my mother. And we have two TVs. So we have a TV that's up here, which is like behind my desk area. So I have a table and then I have a TV there. And then I had a TV that was in a separate spot, which used to be my small group area. So I'm gonna show you guys. So do you remember that spot? So this is where Mac the Dragon is. And I had a TV over here so that I could teach my small groups. Well, I've taken that TV and I've now placed it over here. Yes, I know that's dangerous. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and set up the TV, which I know is gigantic, but it's gonna work. I'm gonna set up the TV as my second monitor over here on my desk. So I'm gonna put you down and we're just gonna go through a little montage of just me setting up my little station this morning. Here we go. Guys, I feel like I've gotten a Frankenstein. I have brought the TV to life. I do want to show you something really quick in case you're not aware of how to do this. So right now, you're seeing what's on my screen on my laptop here on the TV. So in order to change that, what you have to do is you go to settings. So you have your settings here. You're going to go to displays. And then instead of having the mirror options, you want to just click that little button off and then it'll automatically, psychedelic. Pretty simple fix. I'm glad I got it working. This makes me feel so much better. I think I get really stressed out when I don't have everything just working and ready to go. So now I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna get some things arranged on here, make sure I have up all my tabs that I need to have up, and then I'm gonna be ready to go for the day. So I have to tell you guys that I want to chat just a little bit about schedules and the way that my lesson plans are kind of working out right now. So I mentioned to you guys that I was able to kind of come up with something for ELA. I was able to kind of shift my math plans a little bit, but things started kind of getting a little confusing because we were wrapping up presentations, which I still have a few more kids to wrap up presentations with. Unfortunately, those kids cannot do it over Zoom because a lot of their materials are here and they're at home. And then we were going to start book clubs, and I didn't really have any other plans other than starting book clubs. So the big question was, what am I going to do for these next 2 days? And I don't want to get so far behind that, I feel like I'm not going to get anything finished by the end of the year. Because at this point, I think we have like 22 days left, which is not a lot. I mean, considering that you have, the very, very end of the year, you've got other things that are kind of going on. It's just a lot. So what I ended up deciding to do is I'm still going to do book clubs, and I'm going to introduce book clubs. Now, this probably would have just taken 1 day. But this time it's going to end up taking about 2 days to get through the first step of my book clubs. So I am using my book club pack. I will put the link down in the description box for you guys to check out, but it's on summary and character traits. It's a very basic book club, and I also chatted a little bit about this for a live chat vlog. A live chat video where I talked about some of the end of the year activities that you could be doing. So the kids are going to do literature circles, so they're going to each have a role. I kind of do a much simpler version of literature circles versus each of them trying to come up and create like all of these different materials. Like they're just going to use sticky notes. And then they're going to have their book club pack that allows them to kind of track the plot over the course of the text. So the first day is all about the introduction. It's introducing book clubs, it's introducing the books themselves. And so here's kind of the books that I've decided to do. I'm doing 4 selections. Okay, so I'm doing 4. Unfortunately, one of my books, somehow I left it at home. It's okay, because it's going to take me 2 days to get through this entire process anyway, so I can grab it tomorrow. So the first book that I'm going to do is Save Me a Seat. I love Save Me a Seat because it has 2 different characters, so they can compare and contrast the characters and also look at the perspectives of those characters throughout the plot of the story. I also have How to Steal a Dog, which is just one of my favorites. I love it. So this is going to be the second one. The third one is The Liberation of Gabriel King, another really great book. I love the story, and I like the comparison of the 2 characters within the story. And then finally, A Night Divided. I wanted to do something that was good for all of my kids, books that I think really lent themselves to plot and having really good and rich discussions. But I also wanted to have some different levels. So if I have to kind of nudge some of my kids to be able to try certain books, I can definitely kind of nudge them there. So the first day, like I mentioned, is going to be the book tasting. Now, normally, on a normal year, I would have my room looking like we were in a pizzeria and we would just taste all the texts, right? Can't do that this year. It's fine. But we are still going to have a book tasting. The kids are going to use something that's within my book club packet, which is kind of the selection piece of it. Let me show that to you. Okay, so here is what this looks like. Basically, you have this beginning part. Let me grab my mouse over here. Come on, you do it. You have this very beginning part, which is the book club selection. The kids will write down the title of the author, the genre, and then we'll talk about the cover, what kind of stood out, what do you predict the book is about. We're going to read the back, and since we're doing this virtually, I'm going to read the back to them. We're going to have conversations about the questions that they have, what hooks you or draws you away or into the story, and then I'll read the first couple of pages, and then they'll write a summary. And then I will have them talk about would they read the book, yes or no, and then we're going to do like a 1 to 5 star rating. So we'll do that for each of the books. So basically, they're going to get an opportunity to go through each of those books. We're probably just going to get through 2 of them today because, like I mentioned yesterday, I feel like my lessons, they take a little bit longer over virtual learning, which is fine. I completely understand it. So I'm only going to do 2 of them today, and then I'll do 2 more tomorrow. And at the end of the book club tasting, the virtual book club tasting on Friday, which is tomorrow, the kids are going to have a form. So they're going to get to select their top 3 and put their names into the 3 that they would like to kind of have. So the first choice, second choice, third choice. And then I will kind of arrange my book clubs that way. So that's going to be what we're doing in ELA. Luckily, math, I mentioned that I'm able to just kind of shift and move my math lessons. So I'm feeling really good about my math lessons. And then for content, it was weird because I told you guys we're presenting and I don't have any more kids to present. And it's like, okay, I can get through maybe a day or 2 of trying to figure things out. Today, I'm just going to do read aloud. Is that horrible? Probably not. So we're going to do read aloud because where we were going to go is basically into opinion writing during our content time. And we're really just going to look at articles based on figuring out like whether or not we should be space traveling and spending that money on space travel. So the kids are going to create opinion pieces on that. And it would just fit really nicely with our research paper overall. So that's going to be the game plan for today. I have a meeting at 8 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and run to the bathroom, get prepared for that. I have about 15 to 20-ish minutes before that starts. And then I'm just going to prep for getting started with virtual learning. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I was able to take my lessons, tweak them a little bit to make it work for virtual teaching, which is not too shabby if I say so myself. All right, guys, so I'm gonna leave you here. I'll see you during lunch. Okay, so I had to run to Target. Class went great. I got 2 books done for my book clubs, which is what I wanted to do. Math went a little bit better than yesterday because it was like a continuation of that lesson. Feel so grateful for that. So now I only have 1 more day to go, guys. Well, I actually have a 2 to 3 office hours. But I had to run to Target because I did not have food for one, so I needed to get something to eat. But we are also having sorry for the creaky chair, but we're also having a baby shower for a teacher who is like right across the hall from me. She's amazing. She's been across the hall from me for about 4 years now. I love her. She's great. She's having a baby girl. So I figured I would show you guys what we ended up getting her. So Trent and I ended up going to the store. Well, Blaine has been playing golf with Trent. And Trent ended up getting him some little golf clubs that he found on Facebook Market that are a little bit taller for him because the one he has right now are too short. So we went and picked up the golf clubs, and then we went to Babies R Us, which was pretty close to where we were because it was a little bit of a drive. So we stopped at Babies R Us, and here are the things that I ended up getting. So any new mamas out there, or old mamas, you will know I love me some good muslin cloth swaddles. I think these are great. I use them to cover up the car seat. I used it for a blanket. I used it for like a mosquito net. I used it for swaddling. I used it as like a burp cloth. So many different things. I thought this just was super, super cute. Loved it. So I got her that. I also got her, she had this one on her list. This Como Tomo baby bottle. You can see it there. Super cute. Love the green. I'm a fan of the green. Also got, oh my gosh, this makes me wish that I had a little girl sometimes. Look at the cute little outfit. Oh, so adorable. I feel like this is totally her. So I think her baby would really like this too. And then, because I know how much Blaney loved his, and it just was a lifesaver for us, I got her a little unicorn snuggle. And we would let Blaney hold it, like when they kind of curl their hands, arms a little naturally, he would like cuddle on his. And I mean, every time it would put him to bed. So he loves it. We still have his like locked up in a box. So I got her a little cute unicorn, and it has like little gold flecks on it. Super cute. Look at that. Look how adorable. So I love it. So I put this in a bag, get that together, throw my food in the microwave. In case you're wondering, I'm getting the Amy's bowl. It's the kale bake, cheddar and cheese. I love these. They're delicious. So that's what I'm gonna eat today. So I'm gonna put that into the bag, make it look all super cute, and then I'm gonna show you guys something else in a minute. It is officially the end of the day. I didn't have any kids show up for my office hours this afternoon, and in a little bit I'm heading out to go and participate in the baby shower that we're doing for the coworker. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the vlog here, mainly because tomorrow's Friday. I want to take it pretty easy, and it's a lot of work doing this and everything else. Happy Mother's Day for everyone that's out there. Even if you're not a mama to your own baby and you are a teacher, you are a mama to somebody, because I guarantee you a lot of your kids think of you as a mama. So happy Mother's Day. I hope that you are enjoying the weekend. I do want to say, guys, this is super important. The 16th and the 23rd, please come to the live chats that I'm going to be doing on the 16th and 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be unpacking anchor standards. So I am very excited for this live chat. I think you guys are going to find this incredibly helpful, and I can't wait to share a lot of the content and the learning that I have done over the several years. So I hope that you have enjoyed this vlog. I know that it has not been the vlog that I intended. I really had plans to do a normal week, but sometimes things don't always go according to plan. So we were able to make some adjustments, make it work, which is all that matters. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it anyways. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are not already, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I go live or I upload a new video. I hope to see you guys next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube, and I will see you all next time. Bye.